Hi friends, welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. This is Sarah. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is Smash Our Stash. This is a monthly collaboration hosted by Bourbon Creek Crafts, who is Beth here on YouTube. There's a bunch of participants down below in the description box. Be sure to check them out. There's a category every month. This month is drops, enamel dots, and brads. I did use some of each. These are the only Nouveau drop type products I have. I do have some liquid pearls. I didn't use them because the color was so similar. I think these are pretty much the same idea. I don't usually get along well with drops, and I'll be honest with you, I would not have used them at all this month if they weren't part of this challenge. And brads are something I don't usually think of. Enamel dots, I do use quite a bit. So first we're going to look at my dots. So with the Nouveau glitter drops, I put centers in the flowers, and I was pretty proud of how they turned out. I don't know if you can really see them, but I put centers in these purple flowers, and they turned out pretty good. I would mail this card to someone. Same for these, and you should be able to see these better because they're bigger. So here, here, and here, kind of around my thanks. The card was already made, so it's just a matter of figuring out how can you add pops of texture and sparkle. Hello, this had polka dots down here. I tried little tiny ones right here. Do they have a big impact? Maybe not so much, but they're kind of neat because there were polka dots here, polka dots. Now I've got some dots up here. I think interesting that I tried it. Okay, then I got a little full of myself, and the next day I tried more and let these dry. These are not circular and regular. I still will use this card. Pretend they're fun splashes of color. How about that? I wouldn't call them beautiful. I mean, does that look like an enamel dot? No. My friend Tony is amazing at these. She had a career that was very detailed measurements, and I've seen her use them, and it's ridiculous, but I don't have the attention to detail. The other thing, I did this with the Nouveau crystal drops, and I think it's an interesting idea. This one I did before, and you might have seen it. It's a stencil paste. So when you drag it across it, listen, it's dry. It has crinkly edges where maybe I got a little too goopy. This is amazing, and I should have done it on a dark paper, right? Live and learn. I wasn't sure if this would be a sheer product or how it would work. It's self-leveling. So this is smooth and wonderful. Hear the difference? So kind of a neat idea and a fun new texture. Now all I did, and this is more my style, if I was someone who had a bunch of Nouveau crystal drops, this is what I would do with them, and I think this is probably what I'll do with this. I would use them with a stencil. This was just one of those stencils I picked up recently, the really small one, and I was playing with it, and I think I like it for that. I know that our friend Mary has been using stickles a lot with her stencils to use them up, but I really like this. It was a little forgiving. Now here I thought this paper I might be able to wipe this stuff off of. It didn't really work. So I have some mess because it was a really small stencil, and I put it on with a credit card because, you know, that's how I roll, super detailed work. I think this will be a pocket in a journal. It could go like this and have some coverage or sentiments or collage here just to cover that up, or it could go this way and I could cut this part off. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to use that, and I love that shine. Another fun way to use those, if you have a lot of them, go for it. Enamel dots, this one you've seen me do lots. You may have seen some of these cards in a different video. I just added some interest. This was from my Smash the Small pad, and I put some green enamel dots on it. With sympathy, I just picked up that beige. Thank you. I do like this card better. I mentioned that I didn't love it. The enamel dots helped it, I think. Thanks. And I put some creamy enamel dots right here. These were UFO cards, so you may have seen the background, but you haven't seen it assembled, I don't think. I was just working on the counter. Then here I have flowers. Enamel dots that I added to this. I just thought that was a fun punch of color to even jazz up this leafy card a little more. Brads. Okay, brads have pros and cons. They add amazing dimension. They're fun. They also can make things not mailable. You can make flowers. You can do butterfly bodies, whatever you want to do. My plan was to make mailable flowers in sets. So what I did was I started laying the stuff out and said, oh, I could make a couple of these and they would look nice together. Sometimes I make a bunch of random flowers that don't match, but here I was making sets. I switched my plan when I found these super cute brads that Mary sent me. These are thick. These probably are not going to pass through the thing at the post office that says, yes, you can put a stamp on this, but they'd be so cute on a journal cover or a journal page. I couldn't resist these yellow centers with this metal edge and the colors I have here. So I did those. If you want to make ones that you can just put on a card and mail, keep your layers a little thinner and use small brads. This one would mail just fine. And it's just some of these flower petals, you could hole punch them, die cut. I think the easiest way to do it is to just take some flowers. Here we go. Take some flowers, line them up. Don't be too picky about it. Hang on tight. Oops. Remember the hang on tight part? Especially if you're in a hurry, don't use the glue. Get them lined up in there and go, I can live with that, and punch. Then get them back out of the hole punch. If you use glue, they will turn out better. They'll be more centered. They'll lay out nicer. If you use glue to assemble your flowers, go really light on the glue and be sure you let it dry before you hole punch. That hole punch is a little big. I have another one that's smaller. That one was out on the counter because I was using the big brads. And then just push it through, just like that. And then you can glue the actual flower down onto your page, and it's cute. You can also fiddle with the prongs and get them off if you want to keep it even flatter. That's totally fine too. Brads, you don't have to use the prongs, but then you have to use glue dots or some kind of liquid adhesive to get them glued on. So that's what I like to do. I have seen some people make really cute butterflies. You can do the same idea where you layer up a couple butterflies and then you put brads down the body right here. All sorts of things. You could use them for brads for eyes on critters. Oh, if you have them, use them up. Brads were super popular, so lots of us have them. But smash our stash. Don't run out and buy this stuff. We are trying to use it up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you are taking time for crafting and relaxing. I'll be back with Joy of Blue later this week, and I have started 3 different things, so who knows what you're going to see. And be sure to check out the other collaborators for Smash Our Stash. You'll see all sorts of fun ideas and people using things up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.